outside. Another big day of Overdrive rolls on here with the right hand that's become his own man, the silent killer, Jay Deniro.
Let me tell you, Jay Deniro looking like $1 million here tonight.
And his opponent, from Paradise City, Arizona, Red Hot Tommy Mars!
Oh, he's back. The rockin' Tommy Mars, red hot, banging those drumsticks so hard, pieces of wood flying off everywhere.
And you want to talk about someone also who looks like $1 million, except I think Tommy Mars carries a lot more ones than Jay Deniro.
Well, it probably, but you don't know. Jay Deniro's got a fat stack himself, but yeah, you're right, it's bigger bills.
Deniro, the veteran, here tonight looking to silence the rock star known as Tommy Mars.
We saw Tommy Mars a big victory last week and, did it straight up, right? Straight up the way.
Straight up the throat with a drumstick, correct.
Okay. Still straight up is straight up, man. Jay Deniro, you got to wonder if, if Superior Tony Evans is in the building, because if he's anywhere within earshot or eyeshot of Jay Deniro, you know Jay Deniro is going to get some revenge on the Superior one.
So Deniro absolutely focused here tonight as Tommy Mars pushing Deniro through the ropes.
No!
Throw first into that top rope.
Wow. That was an intuitive move right there. He saw Jay Deniro on the outside and pulled that throat right into the top rope.
Let me tell you, not only does Tommy Mars have the looks that kill, but he also has that killer instinct as well. And now, big Jay Deniro hoists him up, sidewalk slam.
Look at it. Jay Deniro, I thought I was looking good with my blue jacket tonight, but Jay Deniro comes out here wearing red and blows us all away in fashion.
Now grabbing a hold of Tommy Mars. Mars lands on his feet. Back elbow.
Now Tommy Mars, of course, is the master of hair metal. But speaking of hair, it looked like Jay Deniro's missing a little bit from last time we saw him.
That's certain when we saw a handful of hair come and a ticket to Mars from Tommy Mars. And this could be enough to put away the veteran.
He's not going for the pin. What is Mars thinking?
Mars looking to fly. Mars saying, take me to the top, and now.
Oh, yeah, look at that. A little shake, rattle, and roll, and an elbow drop like he's playing a snare drum.
Taking a little ride on the wild side. But he may have hurt himself a little bit there. You see, reaching back, grabbing the elbow.
Well, there we go. Oh, he got the sticks. He's got to work out that elbow a little bit. There we go.
Those sticks coming in handy.
Whoa, Stephen Kyle, referee, just missed that. Where did the sticks go?
I'd say we could be looking at a same old situation that we saw last week, but instead, Jay Deniro on the second rope.
Oh, the big man took a little too long. Oh.
Step up enziguri now from Tommy Mars, showing off that impressive athleticism. Folks, it's not all flash. It's not all the rock star mentality. Hold on. He's caught. Not where he wants to be.
Oh,
from Jay Deniro.
6.5 feet in the air and just takes a crash down. Oh, there's that corkscrew elbow looking like the Great Muda.
Here is your winner, Jay Deniro!
Tommy Mars looking for the drumsticks once again. However, Jay Deniro picks up a big victory here on Overdrive.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of OVW Overdrive. I'm Linda Kay along with the beautiful and birthday girl, it's Jessica White.
Thank you, Linda. Yes.
Cheers to you.
Thank you, and thanks for having me by your pool.
Absolutely. We did say we were going to go to the pool and have some margaritas, which are very tasty. Thank you.
Yes, and now we're both wet and ready to talk some wrestling.
Yes, I'm always ready to talk wrestling. That said, we just saw Red Hot Tommy Mars facing off against Jay Deniro, and we saw the drumsticks coming into play once again.
Yes, we did. He ran after Jay Deniro, who is 6'6" and 270 pounds, like he had a pair of chopsticks, and that Jay was like this big, delicious piece of sushi, and it didn't work well for him.
No, it didn't. Well, it was quite the effort there from Tommy Mars, but Jay Deniro coming up with that win. And I gotta say though, Jessica, I'm just so happy to have you here. I mean, what did you think about your first week here at Overdrive? I mean, we're literally rolling into second week.
It was wonderful, and I'm happy to be back.
Absolutely. We have a lot more action coming your way. We have Boy Toy Troy facing off against Chris Exodus, that is, the Dragonfly. Make sure to tune on back right after the break.
If you haven't seen OVW Rise on Thursday nights live, well, why not? Why not?
Why not?
Why not? Get your tickets now at OVWTix.com and become part of the action every Thursday night as OVW Rise broadcasts around the world.
Come see me.
So if you haven't seen OVW Live,
why not?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from You Wish, Ohio, here's one half of the Only Bros. It's Boy Toy Troy.
Back here on Overdrive, the Boy Toy is ready to show off, and I got to tell you, I'm the subscriber, Carmen Michael.
I can tell just by looking at you, Eric. Your blood pressure's raising a little bit here, in awe of what we're seeing from Boy Toy Troy.
Boy Troy got the old crop top back on. See, that's where the power lies, right there.
I've often said the power comes from the length of the shirt of Boy Toy Troy. We're going to see that tonight.
And his opponent, from Cottage Grove, Illinois, Dragonfly, Chris Exodus.
Well, talk about a bundle of energy. Chris Exodus wasting no time whatsoever getting to the ring.
Well, Chris Exodus has made it known that he wants to be a part of the Rush division. What better time with a vacant title? He could go this Saturday night at Hard Reset, climb that ladder. He could be the new champion.
Hey, right now it's all about making an impression, making sure you can enter that matchup. And Chris Exodus certainly has turned a lot of heads since joining the Rush division.
We'll see him doing all those acrobatic moves, but oh my gosh. Well, maybe not just, acrobatic moves. He's already throwing some kicks and punches.
Those buzzsaw-like kicks, and now the world brings down Boy Toy Troy.
Of course, it comes from his background, K1 kickboxer. That's why he could throw those kicks away. He
He was going for that Starlight kick early on, Eric, but Boy Toy Troy had it scouted.
Oh, yeah, and a good counter for that. How about punch to the face? Smart move. I don't care who you are.
A very often underlooked move. Brings down Exodus with a short arm clothesline.
Show him, Boy Toy. Show him what it's all about. Boy Toy Troy in rare singles action here tonight. Gotta wonder, maybe Boy Toy Troy wants to go after that Rush Division Championship. It's wide open. As you heard David Voxmelon a couple of weeks ago at the board of directors, he said all relevant, all viable contenders for the Rush Division Championship can enter that match. It's an invitational. Who knows? Boy Toy might be in it.
And imagine everyone here is gunning for a championship at OVW. As Boy Toy Troy now brings Exodus back to his feet. Swing and a miss with the clothesline. Exodus showing off that speed, man. Picked out of the air.
Thanks for everybody watching tonight. Of course, if you're up in the Chicagoland area, northern Indiana, we're going to be up there this weekend, Friday night, LaPorte Civic Auditorium in LaPorte, Indiana. Go to OVWTix.com to get yours and come see us.
Of course, that the night before Hard Reset live on pay-per-view. Go to OVWTix.com to join us either here in person or streaming live. As Boy Toy Troy now, just these repeated elbow drops.
And a little kiss for the third one.
Don't get jealous
right
now.
to the gut. Hey, he gave it to all of us. The kiss was for all of us out here. Come on, sharing the wealth.
Boy Toy Troy trying to show that he's not all just rugged good looks and charm, but he can also
he's mostly
deliver
that.
inside the ring.
Oh, again, those strikes.
Exodus really putting to use those educated feet.
Where did those feet go to college?
K1 University, I believe.
Okay. As long as they got a degree. Oh, look at this. Here we go. Here's what everybody came for. That's it right there.
All the air driven out of the lungs of Chris Exodus as Troy now looking to take advantage.
Why are you talking about lungs? Did you see? That was all about abs right there. Boy Toy Troy showing them off. Who cares about lungs right now?
Drop toe hold from Exodus. Oh my God! That lightning precision. I'm not sure if Troy knows exactly where he is right now. Oh my God!
Well, he knows that knee went right to the gut of Exodus.
Perhaps I spoke just a bit too soon.
Maybe Troy heard about the potential rib injury that happened last week in that triple threat match that Exodus was in.
Now hoisting up Exodus on his
Wait a minute.
going for the roll.
1, 2, 3. He got him.
Exodus does it.
Here is your winner, Chris Exodus!
Boy Toy, I'm with you, man. I am shocked. Chris Exodus picks up that win out of nowhere.
It only takes 3 seconds, Eric, and here tonight we are seeing the infectious energy of that man right there, Exodus.
And welcome back to Overdrive. So, Linda, what did you think of the match?
Well, Dragonfly Chris Exodus getting that roll-up surprise win over Boy Toy Troy. I mean, Chris Exodus, the quick feet and the strikes, he was a former competitor in kickboxing. So, I got to talk to him because, I may have trained a little bit myself. But that being said, huge victory there for the Dragonfly. And speaking of victories and speaking of more wrestling action, Jessica, this Saturday night here at Hot Point Davis Arena, it is our Saturday night special hard reset, which let's talk about what was just announced, you guys. Cal Hero's surprise tag team partner, none other than Billy Gunn.
It's amazing. I can't wait to see this match, Linda.
That's right. Well, again, everyone, it's Cal Hero and Billy Gunn teaming up to face the Revolution's Crixus and Shotgun Tony Gunn. And let's not forget, Doug Basham will be at ringside and Jessica. If Cal and Billy get the win, that means Cal gets 5 minutes alone in the ring with Leather Daddy Doug. But on the flip side, they don't defeat the Revolution.
That's
Cal
not going to happen.
OVW.
Cal has to win, and that's the end of the story. He's going to come out the hero that he's always been for everybody.
Absolutely. Of course, rooting for you, Cal, all the way. And also, we have been made official. We have been made official, but we have the announcement that's been made official of the women's title match for Hard Reset.
Yes, Freya the Slayer going to get her shot against Sophia Rose.
That's
I
right.
can't wait to see it.
Ask and you shall receive. These two have been going at it for the past few weeks, so I'm definitely looking forward to that one. And so much more to come here on Overdrive because, Jessica, after the break, we have another match, singles match, with one half of the Sin City Outlaws, that being Mad Dog Martin, facing off against Lightning Parker Lee.
Yes, can't wait. Catch us after the break.
If you've ever dreamed of being part of professional wrestling or sports entertainment, make that dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling. The OVW Academy with Al Snow, the birthplace of legends including Batista, John Cena, Randy Orton, The Miz, and many more. Will you be the next name added to that impressive list? Visit OVWacademy.com and apply now.
following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by the gambler Luke Hartman. He is one half of the Sin City Outlaws, Mad Dog Martin.
Sin City Outlaws out here, and Mad Dog in singles competition. Did you hear the way Linda Kay said his name?
And his opponent from Salem, Oregon, Lightning Parker Lee.
Again, I heard the way Linda said it, and you might think she's got her eyes on Parker Lee. No. Linda and Jessica White are co-hosts here. I think they're going out on a double date with the Sin City Outlaws. I heard that through the grapevine.
You have some intel that I don't have there?
That's what I heard. Linda's got her eyes on Mad Dog. That's all I'm saying.
Well, having your eyes on Parker Lee, it sounds like the crowd here at the Hot Point Davis Arena certainly have their eyes on Parker Lee. The chance of Parker as Lee makes his way to the ringside area now.
Oh, man. Mad Dog is very adept at technical wrestling. He learned it right here at the OVW Academy, but he's thrown all that out the window, and now he's just a brawler.
Mad Dog not going to let the thoughts and opinions of the crowd here sway his actions as we're seeing those, seeing that lightning quick speed of Parker Lee early on here.
Mad Dog, kind of a wild card, no pun intended, with the background in Sin City. Nice move there by Parker Lee.
Lee now looking to charge it to the corner, but we see Hartman on the outside pulling the leg, causing the distraction. And Mad Dog Martin gladly going to take advantage.
Yeah, Mad Dog's cousin out there on the outside with the best mustache game in OVW. Maybe in all of Kentucky.
Martin now just punishing Parker Lee as our official trying to separate him.
As you see there, the gambler pointing, saying, that's my cousin. He's going to take care of business.
That headbutt right there certainly will take care of business, bringing down Parker Lee.
Should see these guys riding their horses down Fremont Street in Las Vegas. It's crazy.
I've seen crazier. As Martin now front face lock applied. Doing an excellent job at keeping Parker Lee within a close distance. Not allowing those hard strikes, but now Parker Lee able to create some space here.
Straight elbow right to the face of Mad Dog. You know, we've been talking about the Rush Division Invitational Ladder Match. Got to wonder if Parker Lee would like to enter himself in that.
Let me tell you, Parker Lee certainly has impressed me as well as a lot of the fans here at the Hot Point Davis Arena. A well-placed boot to the side of the temple of Mad Dog Martin.
That Invitational coming up, of course, this Saturday at Hard Reset.
Misses in the corner with the elbow.
Nobody home on that one for Mad Dog.
These two men certainly have each other very well scouted.
Wait a minute, here comes the gambler got a shot there.
One for Hartman, but wait a minute, the distraction! Mad Dog Martin steals it.
Here's your winner, Mad Dog Martin.
Parker Lee forgot it's the Sin City Outlaws, not Outlaw. You gotta watch out for the gambler when Mad Dog's in the ring.
Well, the numbers advantage certainly played an effect here tonight.
So Linda, what a fight. Can you believe that the gambler cheated to help his partner, Mad Dog, win the match against Parker Lee? I've heard of cowboys using ropes, but to see him right there in plain sight, the ref not seeing Mad Dog Martin's feet clearly on the ropes. But I mean, at the end of the day, who still doesn't love a good cowboy, Linda?
Yeah, I mean, I can believe that he helped out his partner, Mad Dog Martin. I mean, these two up-and-comers here, they also are part of, or were part of, the OVW Academy, which again, if you're interested in that, ovwacademy.com, get signed up for their next semester. But that said, we also have more action to announce for Hard Reset, and that being that Rush Division ladder match, because this Saturday night, we're going to leave Hard Reset with a new Rush Division champion crowned. That should be exciting. You never know what to expect with these ladder matches. They're fun to watch, but dangerous. but we know we're going to get an action-packed night. So we'll see who leaves with that Rush Division title after Hard Reset this Saturday night.
Yes, that sounds good, Linda. Well, coming up next, we're going to watch Adam Revolver take on Brandon Davis.
BD. See you after the break. Introducing first, from Nashville, Tennessee, Brandon Davis, BD.
I tell you, 500,000 combined followers, tens of millions of views, still not enough for Brandon Davis.
And his opponent, from Montgomery, Alabama, Adam Revolver.
Revolver not wasting any time. To finish my thought, with all the success that Brandon Davis has had, still looking to pursue a new venture here in professional wrestling, something that has really been a dream since he was a child.
Yes, what you're saying sounds very familiar. Not familiar with wrestling, doing other things, trying to transition that into a wrestling career. Kind of sounds like a man named Cash Daniel, who Adam Revolver has shown on multiple occasions now, that a true veteran in the ring can beat a newbie anytime.
So that experience has certainly paid off for Adam Revolver, picking up multiple victories over Cash Daniel. Targeting the arm of Brandon Davis.
You cannot take Adam Revolver lightly. He has held just about every title here in OVW. He has been here for well over a decade, almost two, maybe two. But you can't be in here just a couple matches in like Brandon Davis or Cash Daniel and think you're going to get a quick win.
Springboard crossbody. Brandon Davis looking for the upset here.
Oh, man!
Just about cut him in half. Will it be enough? No, it will not.
Not enough. Not enough. Again, you got Adam Revolver, who has got so much experience. So intelligent. Oh, man.
Look at this. Incredible athleticism. Standing moonsault from Brandon Davis, and BD unable to put away Revolver.
But you know, Revolver has won big money matches. He's been in the biggest of big matches here in OVW. He knows what it takes to be a star, to be successful, to win money. That's what it's all about. Oh, look at that. Went for the punch. Oh, how intelligent. They got him. Look at that.
Here's your winner, Adam Revolver.
One mistake is all it took. That slight little duck there for Brandon Davis. Revolver took advantage with the DDT.
Experience pays out for Adam Revolver.
Adam Revolver getting the win against Brandon Davis with that DDT. What do you think of the match, Jessica?
Oh, I thought it was a really powerful match with Adam Revolver, but really, I think that we should invite him to your pool next, because out of all the people that could use a suntan, Adam Revolver, I mean, a blinding entrance out of all the wrestlers. Not in a way that was dazzling, just I needed my sunglasses because of the light reflecting. So next week we should invite Adam Revolver.
I have some history with Adam, so we'll see about that invite. But that being said, again, everyone, this Saturday night, Hard Reset. We also have a match announced that will be for the OVW Tag Team titles when the Trifecta defend against the newly found tag team of Luscious Lawrence and Jake Lawless. Luscious Cream of
Wheat.
Rock.
Wheat.
Oh,
No?
Cream of Lawless? I don't know. But that being said, it will be a hard-fought battle. And speaking of that, Jessica, we do have some words here from the Trifecta.
1, 2, 3. Trifecta, baby. Look at us. Quickest rising faction in OVW history. Now, all champions. But we have to address the elephant in the room. Los Guerreros?
No, you actually have to be talented
right.
to be a Los Guerrero.
Well, whatever they want to call themselves. It was a fluke victory last week they had over us. And you know what else is a fluke? Their wrestling careers. I mean, come on.
You know what won't be a fluke? Tonight, when the Trifecta takes out Hoda Peso and Maximo Suave. Hoda, we're coming for that neck. And if you think tonight's going to be a fluke victory, you're dead wrong, and you can read between the lines.
If you haven't seen OVW Rise on Thursday nights live, well, why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Get your tickets now at OVWTix.com and become part of the action every Thursday night as OVW Rise broadcasts around the world.
Come see me.
So if you haven't seen OVW Live,
why not?
Side for Overdrive with some very unhappy tag team champions here, Carmen.
Of course, we are 1 week removed from that roll-up loss to Los Desafios right here on Overdrive. But I gotta say, Eric, a heck of a rebound last Thursday on Rise.
Yeah, Anthony Katina here, you see he doesn't have his new gold with him, but he said he's having it polished professionally.
And their opponents, the team of Maximo Suave and Hoda Peso, Los Desafios.
Well, you want to talk about a contrast. You look at the look on the face of the Trifecta and the look on the faces of Los Desafios. Could not be any different here. Nothing but smiles for these two men.
Well, it's Desafios, but I'll forgive you for that, Carmen. Yeah, here there's bad blood here. As you said, Desafios, they were the winners last week in that non-title match. We got another non-title match here. But, yeah, look at all of these men want a piece of each other here. But again, let's we said it was a big week for Anthony Katina. Maybe not going into the match he thought he was going into, but comes out as the new media champion. And I'm telling you, he's put some tough love, no pun intended, from our pay-per-view on the 2/3 of the Trifecta.
You got to wonder if that was enough to get the Trifecta back on track and if the tag team champions can walk out of here tonight on Overdrive with a victory.
But right now, it doesn't matter that there's 3 golden belts around those guys' waists. 3 championships held by the Trifecta. It can't get any better than that.
And with gold comes money and power here in OVW. And we know Los Desafios are certainly on the hunt to grab those tag team titles.
Of course, you see Ashton Adonis rocking that gold tonight.
Of course, once again, it was last week that Desafios picked up a huge upset over the Trifecta with that with that cradle. That's exactly why the Trifecta asked for this match. And now we're seeing Brandon Beretta just firing away on Maximo Suave.
I mean, I think it was Katina who actually asked for the match or demanded the match, wanting his partners to level up and get that win back over Los Desafios.
We're seeing that aggression early on now, behind the official's back. Ashton Adonis grabbing the throat of Maximo Suave.
Oh, man. Yeah, Trifecta definitely taking Los Desafios more seriously this week.
Adonis going for the early pinfall attempt.
You saw last week, they tried to go after the injured neck of Jota Peso, and maybe they were too focused on that and not so much picking up the victory.
They may have lost the plot when it comes to focusing on the matchup, but it was Jota Peso who was able to win with that roll-up. We see Anthony Katina on the outside issuing some advice.
A brand new media champion, but remember, he didn't beat Dustin Jackson for that title, but he did beat some great competition in Anthony Toatelli.
Do want to send our best of wishes to Dustin Jackson, as now Brandon Beretta and Ashton Adonis just raining down with these boots in the corner.
Safe to say Dustin Jackson will not be Cal Hero's mystery partner coming up this coming Saturday. It is Hard Reset. Make sure you get your tickets, ovwtix.com. You can get your tickets for either here in the arena or at home to watch it on pay-per-view.
Folks, you are not going to want to miss it. It's a brand new era here at OVW. And of course, we know that the United States Championship will be on the line on that night.
My goodness, what a match that is going to be, too, when the big Mount Kadim, the OVW heavyweight champion, an automatic #1 contender for that U.S. championship, goes one-on-one with, Eric Surge, the bomb.
Maximo Suave now trying to fight his way out of the corner.
Now, can you imagine if Los Desafios were to pick up another win here? I mean, that's got to put them right in line for that tag team title shot, if not already in line for it. Maybe that'll happen in Hard Reset. I guess that remains to be seen.
You have to imagine a win here would certainly crown Desafios the new #1 contenders. The Trifecta sends Suave into the corner. A little misdirection there.
Well, Ashton Adonis jawing with referee Shirley McKenzie, now jawing with Jota Peso, and he comes into the ring. That fiery temper may cost his partner here. Oh, no, maybe not. Rolls through.
Suave
There's the tag.
Makes the tag. In comes Jota Peso. Full head of steam. Peso with a step-up enziguri.
Listen to the Hot Boy Davis
with
the
a
crowd
springboard.
coming alive.
Springboard forearm connects, and now Jota shooting star press. Will it be enough to put away?
Almost had him again this week.
So close from pinning the tag team champions once again.
If you've ever dreamed of being part of professional wrestling or sports entertainment, make that dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling, the OVW Academy with Al Snow, the birthplace of legends including Batista, John Cena, Randy Orton, The Miz, and many more. Will you be the next name added to that impressive list? Visit ovwacademy.com and apply now.
To all of the loyal fans of OVW, I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude. Without you, there is no OVW. Without your passion, your energy, your unwavering support, there is no us. There's no talent, no production. Without you, there's no OVW. Thank you for being the driving force behind everything we do. The unsung heroes of our saga. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you, OVW fans. We can't do it without you.
Back here on Overdrive, and right now, 2/3 of the Trifecta and the tag team champs have been on top all through the break on Los Desafios.
The Trifecta certainly have been dominant. We're seeing Ashton Adonis now nearly picking up the victory. Now,
look at this, going back at the neck again.
Jota was picking up the pace. He had the fury behind him, but clearly the Trifecta not wanting a repeat of what we saw last week.
And again, they know the target is on that neck where he wasn't seriously injured, but knows that it's still got to be a weak spot in Jota Peso's game here.
Clubbing blow to the spine. Now, Adonis with his hands around the throat of Peso.
Blatant choke right in front of referee Charlene McKenzie as she admonishes the Trifecta here.
And now Adonis pulling Peso back to his feet. And again, that injured neck of Hota Peso just driven into the top turnbuckle.
I've got to wonder of Hoda if he came back just a little too soon. I know he dodged a bullet on not being a serious injury, but it's an injury nonetheless.
Well, right now, he's in the ring with Brandon Beretta, one of the most dangerous wrestlers you're going to see step foot here in an OVW ring, and he is honing in on that neck.
Beretta spent lots of time in the ring, honing his craft with WWE Hall of Famers.
But you got to ask, is the Trifecta pushing it a little too far? Do they really want to risk losing via disqualification here, just 1 week removed from losing to Los Desafios?
You know, I think they're willing to take that chance. I mean, you know, they may get the loser's end of the purse, but if they can prove that they are tougher and maybe put Los Desafios on the shelf, I mean, that's kind of the point, isn't it? And, of course, Anthony Katina out here now with his gold not around his waist, obviously being polished here tonight, but all three of them have gold. This is a non-title match. Why not? Why not get disqualified and just take out these guys from Desafios?
We'll talk about showcasing toughness right now. Hota Peso, the very definition of the word, has that neck repeatedly being targeted by the Trifecta, but still persevering, still fighting back.
Oh, man. There is no quit in Hota Peso, despite that neck being a problem. Wait a minute, hold on.
Just when I thought Adonis was out on his feet, now tries Peso into the corner.
Oh, again, did you see that neck into that turnbuckle?
The back of the head into the turnbuckle, that whiplash that we just saw from Hota Peso. And now Brandon Beretta looking to take advantage.
The referee's going to have to watch this closely. It is the referee's job to check on the wellness of our competitors. That is one of
repeatedly jarring the spine of Hota Peso, and now going for the cover.
1, 2. Man, I cannot believe that Hota is still fighting here. But like I said, the referee can make a decision here. If she thinks that Hota cannot go on, she can make that decision to call the match here.
Peso still fighting back. And now,
here goes, fighting back. Oh my, look at that inverted atomic drop. Hota needs to make a tag here.
Peso now firing away on Adonis, tries to make the tag desperately, trying to reach out and make the tag.
Oh, about 6 inches away, he's gonna get it.
Almost there, but the strength of Brandon Beretta proving to be just too much.
And a straight right to the face. You just can't get close, only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, buddy. And he was not close enough. That's why they're the champions right here.
And again, the Trifecta doing an excellent job at isolating Hota Peso, who they have picked out as the weak man of the tag team. And now, Adonis up in the air, drop kick to the midsection.
I will say this, you may not like the attitude of the Trifecta, but this is a whole example of the sum is greater than the parts. These guys were floundering, looking to find their spot, and look at this, within 2 months, each one of them holding gold here in OVW.
You see the concern on the look of Maximo Suave's face on the outside as he reaches out, trying to get Hota Peso to make his way over, make the tag. And he may finally have his opportunity now. Peso a long way away from home.
Ashton Adonis looks a little worse for wear too. Needs to tag Brandon Beretta, but decides to go for the leg instead.
Peso reaching out, trying to make that tag. Able to push
Wait
away
a minute.
Adonis.
Beretta makes it.
Tag is made. In comes Suave. And just how much did Peso need that?
The Rican sensation is on fire. Yeah, Peso definitely needed that, and he needs some medical attention again.
Now
look at the strikes. Oh, my. Did you see the jaw of Ashton Adonis? It went the opposite way. Oh, wait a minute. This could be it. Another victory. 1, 2. Oh!
Broken up by Ashton Adonis.
Ashton Adonis in at the last minute, and Katina is beside himself here on the outside.
We were just a heartbeat away from a repeat of last week with a Desafios win. And notice Brandon Beretta having to go to the throat of Suave to create some distance.
And of course, as we said, they're willing to risk the disqualification in this case in a non-title match.
They're showing just how desperate they can be.
Wait a minute. What is this?
Suave, 2 for the price of 1.
right into the DDT unintentionally from his own partner, but very, very intelligent.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Anthony Catino on the outside just pulled the leg of Hoda Peso.
I think Charlene missed that.
That's a rough landing for Peso, and speaking of a rough landing.
Oh! The end all knee all out of the fisherman suplex. That's it.
Here are your winners, the Trifecta!
Well, the Trifecta back to their winning ways and holding lots of gold, Eric.
3 superstars, 3 titles. These guys are on their way to the top.
The rematch between Los Desafios and our OVW Tag Team Champions, the Trifecta. Hard-fought battle, but this time, the Trifecta getting the win. I mean, even though Los Desafios didn't get the victory this time, it's got to be put into the management's eyes. That great match and perhaps a title shot in the future for Los Desafios, we should assume.
That could be. They need to show effort because they aren't going to win it over because they're likable.
Yeah, perhaps. Well, that said, we have Hard Reset this Saturday night. Let's not forget about this Saturday night special because we just heard last week. I mean, Star Rider, I don't know what's going on with him, but he challenged Super Z to a Joker's Wild match. What that entails, I'm not quite sure. However, what's with this petition that he wants? He wants to face Super Z somewhere of his choosing. I don't know what that means and what that means for Super Z in particular.
I don't either. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
That's right. Well, we have more matches again. We talked about it throughout the episode, but at Hard Reset, we've got the Joker's Wild match. We also have the tag match with the Trifecta defending their titles against Luscious Lawrence and Flawless Jake Lawless. We also have that ladder match.
That's going to be good.
That's right. We'll see our new Rush Division champion walking out of Hard Reset. We also have the women's title being defended when Sophia Rose defended against Freya Slayer, already a multi-time women's champion. Will she walk out with the gold once again? We'll see. And then, of course, we talked about it earlier, that huge announcement this week when Cal Hero's tag team partner, none other than Billy Gunn. The two of them will team up against the Revolution. And then remember the stipulations. Cal, if he loses, you'd have to leave OVW, but like you said, that's not going to happen because
Cal will be our hero, as he always is.
Right? And he'll get those 5 minutes alone with Leather Daddy Doug. Well, Jessica, this was a lot of fun once again. I know it's your birthday, but we're going to keep rolling with everything. But everyone, don't forget this Thursday night, OVW Rise. Tickets available, as always, for any of our shows at ovwtix.com. That's TIX. Also on all of our socials, like, share, subscribe on Facebook, X, YouTube, and of course,
website, ovwrestling.com.
For all things OVW. That's true. Once again, everybody, we thank you so much for joining us. And until next time, we will see you again. And again, happy birthday, Jessica.
Thank you, Linda.